Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Every day, you wake up with a blank canvas. The past is gone. The future hasn't arrived. All you have is today, and what you do with it will shape everything that follows. This book is about that canvas. It's about the small, often overlooked disciplines that, when practiced consistently, build a life of meaning, purpose, and success. It's inspired by the timeless wisdom of Jim Rohn, one of the greatest thinkers in personal development. Through his powerful yet practical teachings, Jim taught that we don't need to wait for perfect conditions or life-changing events to become successful. Instead, we need to take small, intentional steps every single day. Jim Rohn didn't talk about miracles. He talked about mechanics. He taught us that success is not some mysterious force reserved for a few. It is a result of daily disciplines, your attitude, your words, your thoughts, your habits. It's brushing your mental teeth, so to speak. No one notices it at first, but over time, it shapes your destiny. In a world full of distractions, hustle, and comparison, it's easy to forget this truth. You already hold the paintbrush. You already have what it takes. But the masterpiece of your life won't come from one big, bold stroke. It will come from small, deliberate movements applied again and again, every day. Why this book? This book is for people who are tired of feeling stuck, scattered, or stagnant. It's for those who know deep down they are capable of more, but need a blueprint, a nudge, a reason to believe that daily change is not only possible, but powerful. In these pages, we'll explore 10 areas of your life that Jim Rohn believed were foundational to success. These aren't hacks. They're habits. They don't promise overnight transformation, but they guarantee long-term growth. Each chapter will focus on one key area you must improve every day, with practical insights, relatable examples, and bite-sized actions inspired by Jim's words. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. What to expect? You'll learn how to cultivate a powerful, positive attitude. Speak with clarity and confidence. Build iron self-discipline. Manage your time like a master. Shift your mindset from limitation to expansion. Grow your knowledge daily. Strengthen your financial habits. Deepen your sense of purpose. Practice gratitude that grounds and elevates you. And most importantly, you'll learn how to make these improvements a natural part of who you are. As Jim often said, don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. And with that, let's begin the journey. Not tomorrow. Today. 1. Cultivating a positive attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. Every day, before you step out the door or face your responsibilities, there is one thing you must choose. Your attitude. It costs nothing, requires no special education, and yet it is one of the most powerful tools for shaping your day and your life. Jim Rohn believed that attitude is more than a mood. It is a lens, one that colors everything you see, say, and do. A poor attitude can turn a blessing into a burden. A strong one can turn a setback into a setup. The good news? You're not born with your attitude, you build it. One choice, one perspective, one reaction at a time. Why attitude matters daily. Think of attitude as the emotional and mental tone you set for the day. Do you greet challenges with curiosity or with dread? Do you focus on possibilities or problems? Your attitude acts like a magnet. It attracts people, opportunities, and even outcomes that match the energy you're putting out. Jim often said, you cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. That is something you have charge of. In other words, life doesn't always go your way, but your attitude always can. How to cultivate a positive attitude daily. 1. Start the day on your terms. Avoid waking up and diving straight into emails, bad news, or complaints. Begin with something that centers you, a journal entry, a short walk, or an inspiring quote. Set your mental thermostat before the world tries to adjust it for you. Jim's tip. Give yourself at least 30 minutes of inspiration before entering the day's battles. 2. Guard your inputs. Your attitude is often a reflection of what you consume. Be mindful of who and what you allow into your mind. Conversations, media, music. Surround yourself with positive, growth-oriented influences. 3. Reframe setbacks. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Problems don't disappear with positivity, but your response gets stronger. 4. Practice the thank you habit. Gratitude is fuel for a good attitude. Take 2 minutes daily to list 3 things you're thankful for. It trains your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. 5. Speak positivity into your day. Words matter. Speak kindly about yourself and others. Declare what you want to feel. Phrases like, "I've got this," or "today's a gift," help rewire your mental state. Daily reflection questions. What kind of attitude did I carry today? How did it affect my interactions, energy, and results? What's one positive thing I can focus on tomorrow morning? Small daily challenge. Each morning, say out loud, "Today, I choose to bring a positive attitude to everything I do. I am in control of how I respond." Write this on a sticky note, your phone wallpaper, or journal page. Repeat it daily until it becomes second nature. Final thought for the day. Jim Rohn often reminded his audiences that the same wind blows on us all. The difference is in the set of the sail. Your attitude is your sail. You may not control the winds of life, but you absolutely control how you steer your ship. Set your sail right, and every day becomes an opportunity for progress. 2. Enhancing communication skills. Effective communication is 20% what you know and 80% how you feel about what you know. Think about the most successful people you know, not just in business, but in life. Chances are they're excellent communicators. Whether they speak with power, write with clarity, or simply listen with presence, their ability to connect, influence, and inspire is rooted in how well they communicate. Jim Rohn often emphasized that communication is not just a skill, it's a daily discipline. Every day, you're either building connection or creating distance with your words. You're either planting seeds or digging holes. And the difference is in how you speak, how you listen, and how you show up in conversations. Improving your communication skills isn't about sounding smart. It's about making others feel heard, understood, and empowered. Why communication matters daily. You can have the best ideas, the purest intentions, and the strongest work ethic, but if you can't communicate clearly, your message will never land. Jim taught that words are tools, and how you use them determines your influence. He said, "If you just communicate, you can get by, but if you communicate skillfully, you can work miracles." Great communication isn't accidental, it's practiced daily. And the good news is, you don't have to be a public speaker to improve. You just need to become more intentional with every interaction. How to enhance communication skills daily. 1. Listen more than you speak. Jim Rohn called listening the gateway to influence. Don't just hear, listen. Focus fully on the person speaking. Ask questions. Nod. Respond thoughtfully. People trust those who listen. 2. Practice clear, simple expression. You don't need big words to sound wise. Aim for clarity, not complexity. Whether in conversation or email, ask yourself, can I say this more simply? 3. Read and repeat. Jim recommended reading daily to grow your vocabulary and ideas. Then practice explaining what you've learned out loud, as if teaching someone else. This builds verbal clarity and confidence. 4. Eliminate filler words. Reduce the use of like, you know, and just. They dilute your message. Try pausing instead. Silence shows control. 5. Use stories and analogies. Jim was a master storyteller. He made complex ideas simple and sticky through metaphors. Practice turning your ideas into short stories, examples, or comparisons people can relate to. Daily communication habits. Start one meaningful conversation, ask someone how they really are. Journal your thoughts for 5 minutes, writing sharpens thinking. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute on a topic. Play it back. Reflect. Refine. Daily reflection questions. Did I speak to express or to impress today? Did I listen fully to others? Or was I just waiting for my turn to talk? What one word or phrase did I overuse today? And how can I improve it tomorrow? Small daily challenge. Every day, choose one person to genuinely affirm with your words. Send a message, make a call, or say something kind in person. Track how it improves your connection and confidence. Final thought for the day. Jim Rohn taught that communication builds wealth, both relationally and financially. By becoming a little more thoughtful, a little more intentional, and a little more practiced in your daily conversations, you unlock the power to lead, to love, and to grow. Great communicators aren't born, they're built. And you're building yours, one sentence at a time. 3. Strengthening self-discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If success had a backbone, it would be self-discipline. While motivation might get you started, it's discipline that keeps you going. It's the quiet force that wakes you up early, keeps you on track when no one's watching, and helps you push through discomfort to build the life you truly want. Jim Rohn didn't mince words about it. We must all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And here's the hard truth. You choose which pain you'll live with. But the good news? The pain of discipline is temporary, and it always pays off. Why self-discipline matters daily. Discipline is what transforms intentions into actions. It turns promises into follow-through. Without discipline, your dreams remain just that, dreams. Every day, you're faced with small decisions. Hit snooze or get up, scroll endlessly or read a book, spend impulsively or save intentionally. Each one may seem insignificant in the moment, but added up, they shape your destiny. Self-discipline is not about being harsh or robotic. It's about doing what you know needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. And the more you do it, the stronger you become. How to strengthen self-discipline daily. 1. Make fewer promises, but keep every one. Jim Rohn often said, "Don't promise more than you can deliver, but deliver more than you promise." Start by being honest with yourself about what you can commit to. Then keep that commitment, no matter what. 2. Start small and stay consistent. Discipline isn't built in marathons, it's built in moments. Choose one small habit, 10 minutes of reading, a 5-minute workout, one healthy meal. Master the small, and the big becomes possible. 3. Create structure, not stress. Discipline flourishes in a predictable environment. Build a simple morning routine. Use a to-do list. Set time blocks. Don't rely on willpower. Build systems that make doing the right thing the easy thing. 4. Track your commitments. Write down the habits you're working on. Cross them off daily. Momentum builds motivation. When you can see your progress, you're more likely to keep going. 5. Delay gratification. Train your inner muscle. Learn to say no now so you can say yes later. Don't avoid pleasure, but schedule it after progress. Over time, this habit becomes empowering, not restrictive. Daily reflection questions. What did I commit to today, and did I follow through? Where did I let emotions override discipline? What system can I improve to make tomorrow smoother? Small daily challenge. Choose one non-negotiable habit, e.g., 15 minutes of exercise, no social media before 9 a.m., writing a daily goal, and commit to it every day this week. No excuses. Track your progress. Notice how you feel by day 7. A Rohn reminder. The smallest discipline, practiced every day, starts an incredible process that can change our lives forever. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about choosing long-term results over short-term comfort. And with each small act of control, you gain something bigger, self-respect. Final thought for the day. You don't need to be the most talented, the smartest, or the luckiest. But if you develop discipline, you gain something most people never will, the ability to shape your own future. And that's real freedom. 4. Shifting your mindset. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Your mind is the steering wheel of your life. Wherever it points, your life follows. That's why every day, before you take action, before you speak, before you decide, you must check in with your mindset. Are you operating from fear or faith? From scarcity or abundance? From resignation or possibility? Jim Rohn believed that the greatest breakthroughs begin not in the world around you, but in the world within you. He taught that if you change your thinking, you change everything. Why mindset matters daily. Your mindset is the internal story that colors how you interpret life. Two people can face the same challenge. One sees a dead end, the other sees an opportunity. The difference isn't the situation, it's the lens. As Jim put it, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. That change begins with thought. The most successful people are not the ones who avoid problems, but those who train their minds to respond powerfully to them. How to shift your mindset daily. 1. Recognize the default voice. We all have an inner voice, and often, it's critical, fearful, or limiting. Become aware of your most common self-talk. Ask, would I say this to someone I love? Start your day by catching one limiting belief and flipping it. I'm not good at this. I'm learning something new. This is too hard. This is stretching me to grow. 2. Feed your mind better thoughts. Jim was a fierce advocate for self-education. Read books, watch motivational content, surround yourself with thinkers and doers. Garbage in, garbage out. Greatness in, greatness out. 3. Use affirmations that rewire you. Write and repeat 2 to 3 powerful statements every morning. Example: I am capable of growth. Every challenge strengthens my character. I don't chase success. I attract it by becoming better daily. Say them with emotion. Speak them into your life. 4. Take one action that defies the old mindset. If fear tells you to avoid, step forward. If doubt tells you to wait, start anyway. Mindset shifts happen not just through thinking, but through doing something your old self wouldn't. Daily reflection questions. What belief held me back today, and how can I reframe it? Did I allow negative thoughts to drive my actions? What's one empowering belief I want to practice tomorrow? Small daily challenge. At the end of each day, write down one limiting thought you had and its positive replacement. Keep a running list. Watch how your mental language evolves over time. A Rohn reminder. You must constantly ask yourself these questions. Who am I around? What are they doing to me? What have they got me reading? What have they got me saying? Where do they have me going? Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your future. Choose your thoughts as carefully as you choose your friends. Guard your mind like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Final thought for the day. Changing your mindset doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing how you interpret it and what meaning you assign to it. Every day, you have the power to upgrade your thinking, to move from limitation to liberation, from reaction to response, from fear to faith. And with every small shift, you create the space for a bigger, better you to emerge. 5. Optimizing your time. Either you run the day, or the day runs you. Time is the most democratic resource on earth. Whether you're rich or poor, famous or unknown, you get the same 24 hours. What separates the successful from the stagnant is not how much time they have, but how they use it. Jim Rohn often reminded us that we cannot manage time. We can only manage ourselves within time. The clock ticks for everyone. The difference is how you prioritize, plan, and protect your most valuable currency, your hours. In a world that constantly demands our attention, daily time optimization isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Why time optimization matters daily. Time wasted is life wasted. You can recover money, health, and even relationships, but once a moment is gone, it's gone forever. The truth is, you're not too busy, you're just not clear on your priorities. Without direction, time gets filled by distractions, obligations, and noise. As Jim put it, don't mistake movement for achievement. It's easy to get faked out by being busy. The question is, busy doing what? That's why each day must begin with intentional time direction, not just reaction. How to optimize your time daily. 1. Plan the day before it begins. Start every day with a written plan. Identify the top 3 priorities that must be accomplished, then protect time blocks to focus on them. Don't begin your day until you've finished it on paper. 2. Use the power of time blocks. Don't try to multitask your way to productivity. Instead, schedule blocks for focused work, communication, breaks, and even learning. Treat these blocks as appointments with your future. 3. Learn to say no without guilt. Every yes is a no to something else. Guard your time by saying no to the urgent but unimportant tasks that clutter your day. Respect your time, and others will too. 4. Audit your time weekly. Keep a log of where your time actually goes. You'll be surprised how much is lost to low-value tasks, digital distractions, or indecision. Once you see it, you can change it. 5. Buy back your time. Jim taught that if you can pay someone $10 per hour to do something, and you can use that hour to earn or grow at $50 per hour, that's not spending, it's investing. Delegate wisely when possible. Daily reflection questions. What did I spend most of my time on today? Did it move me closer to my goals? Was I intentional or reactive with my schedule? What can I remove or automate to free up time tomorrow? Small daily challenge. Each night, write down your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. In the morning, tackle the first one before checking messages, social media, or reacting to others' agendas. A Rohn reminder. We all have the same amount of time. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. The more you value your time, the more others will. And the more you discipline your time, the freer your life becomes. Final thought for the day. You don't need more hours. You need more clarity, more focus, and more boundaries. When you optimize your time daily, you don't just get more done, you get the right things done. And that's what moves the needle in your life. Time isn't something to manage. It's something to honor. 6. Growing your knowledge. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Every day offers a chance to get smarter, wiser, and more capable, if you choose it. You don't have to go back to school. You don't need a degree from a prestigious university. You just need the desire to learn and the discipline to make it part of your daily life. Jim Rohn firmly believed that personal development begins with intellectual development. If your mind grows, your world grows. If your thinking improves, your outcomes improve. The more you learn, the more you can offer. And the more value you create, the more success you attract. Knowledge is not just power, it's potential power, and it only becomes useful when applied. Why growing knowledge matters daily. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt, grow, and stay relevant is a daily necessity. Learning sharpens your judgment, increases your earning power, and strengthens your confidence. Jim often asked his audience, "What are you reading? What are you listening to? Who are you learning from?" Because what you feed your mind shapes your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your destiny. How to grow your knowledge daily. 1. Read a little every day. Even 10 pages a day equals over 300 pages a month, a book's worth of wisdom. Choose books that feed your goals, success, finance, leadership, mindset, health. Keep a physical book or audiobook within reach. 2. Turn dead time into learning time. Use your commute, chores, or waiting time to listen to podcasts, audiobooks, or motivational talks. Turn wasted minutes into moments of growth. 3. Write down one thing you learned. Reflection locks in learning. Keep a notebook or digital log titled Things I Learned Today. One insight a day adds up to a transformed mind over time. 4. Teach what you learn. When you teach something, even informally, you retain it better. Share insights with a friend, colleague, or on social media. When you speak it, you own it. 5. Stay curious, not critical. Ask more questions. Be open to new perspectives. Cultivate a student mindset, not because you know little, but because you know learning never ends. Daily reflection questions. What did I learn today that made me better? Did I challenge my thinking or just reinforce what I already know? How can I apply one new idea from today into action tomorrow? Small daily challenge. Choose one area of your life you want to grow in, e.g., finances, communication, health. Spend 15 minutes daily consuming quality content related to that topic. And write down one takeaway. A Rohn reminder. Miss a meal, but not your reading. That's how serious Jim was about daily learning. The mind, like the body, must be fed. If you neglect it, it weakens. If you exercise it, it expands. The more you grow intellectually, the more capable you become of solving problems, seeing opportunities, and creating value. That's how knowledge translates into results. Final thought for the day. You don't need to learn everything today, but you do need to learn something. Success isn't built on what you know. It's built on your commitment to keep knowing more. And the best part? You're only one insight away from a breakthrough. 7. Improving financial habits. Don't just work for money. Let money also work for you. Money is not everything, but how you handle it reveals everything about your discipline, priorities, and vision. That's why improving your financial habits every day is not just about wealth, it's about wisdom. Jim Rohn often said, "It's not the amount that counts, it's the plan." Whether you earn little or a lot, it's your daily decisions that determine whether money becomes a tool or a trap. True financial independence doesn't begin with big checks, it begins with small, consistent money habits. Why financial habits matter daily. You don't build financial freedom overnight. You build it through conscious actions, saving a little here, saying no there, thinking before you spend, planning before you earn. Daily money habits teach you self-control, foresight, and personal responsibility, traits that ripple into every area of life. And as Jim taught, how you manage $1 is how you'll manage 1,000. How to improve financial habits daily. 1. Track where every naira, dollar, or pound goes. Jim Rohn taught that your financial habits reflect your life habits. Begin by simply tracking your spending. Awareness creates control. For 1 week, write down every single purchase, no matter how small. You can't master what you don't measure. 2. Follow the 70-30th rule. Rohn's famous rule, live on 70% of your income. Give 10% charity, tithing, contribution. Invest 10% long-term wealth. Save 10% emergencies or short-term needs. Discipline with the 30% brings peace with the 70%. 3. Avoid impulsive spending triggers. Delete the app. Unfollow the ad. Set a 24-hour cooling-off period before big purchases. If you still want it tomorrow, it might be worth it. 4. Read and learn about money. The financially free think differently about money. Read books like The Richest Man in Babylon, Your Money or Your Life, or Think and Grow Rich. One chapter a day can change your financial future. 5. Build the habit of paying yourself first. Before bills, before spending, take a percentage and put it in savings or investment. Make your future self the first priority. Daily reflection questions. Did I spend intentionally today or emotionally? What small money habit can I improve tomorrow? Am I acting like a consumer or a builder? Small daily challenge. Every day this week, track your spending. Write down what you bought, how much it cost, and why you made the purchase. Then ask, was this aligned with my values and goals? A Rohn reminder. You must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you. Financial stress steals creativity, peace, and focus. But financial mastery, even at a basic level, gives you confidence, options, and freedom. Success is not just about making more, it's about managing better. And that starts today with how you treat every dollar. Final thought for the day. You don't need to be a financial expert. You don't need to be rich. You just need to be consistent. Because every wise decision adds up. Every saved dollar grows. Every bit of discipline compounds. And over time, you'll look back and realize you didn't just improve your finances, you transformed your future. 8. Committing to personal growth. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract by becoming a better version of yourself. And the key to becoming better? Commitment to personal growth every single day. Jim Rohn often reminded his audience that income rarely exceeds personal development. If you want to earn more, lead more, love more, and live more, you must first become more. The results you see in your life are simply reflections of the person you've been becoming behind the scenes. Growth is not an event. It's a daily discipline. Why personal growth matters daily. You're either growing or shrinking. There is no standing still. Every day, you're forming habits, beliefs, skills, and perspectives that shape your tomorrow. Personal growth isn't about fixing what's wrong. It's about developing what's right. It's about tapping into your full potential, expanding your capacity, and aligning your daily actions with your highest self. Rohn put it best. Success is something you attract by the person you become. If you want more out of life, then become someone who is capable of handling more, creating more, and inspiring more. How to commit to personal growth daily. 1. Have a clear growth vision. Ask yourself, who do I want to become? Define your personal growth goals, whether in character, career, relationships, or health. Be specific. Clarity ignites commitment. 2. Read something that stretches you. Personal development books are mental fuel. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can challenge your thinking, introduce new ideas, and shift your mindset. Always keep a book nearby. 3. Do one thing that makes you uncomfortable. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. Push your limits by doing something that challenges you. Speak up, try something new, take a calculated risk. That's where growth lives. 4. Track your progress. Write down how you're improving, what you're learning, what you've done differently, what wins you've had, even small ones. Growth becomes real when it's measured. 5. Surround yourself with growers. Your circle affects your growth speed. Spend time with people who talk about ideas, not gossip. People who stretch you, not limit you. As Jim said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Daily reflection questions. What did I do today that made me better than yesterday? Did I challenge myself or stay in my comfort zone? Who am I becoming through my current habits and decisions? Small daily challenge. Each morning, write down one small action you'll take to grow personally today. It could be a habit, a risk, a reflection, a conversation, or something new to learn. Commit to it and do it. A Rohn reminder. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep moving forward with intention. One book, one conversation, one brave act at a time. Because personal growth is not about being perfect, it's about progress with purpose. Final thought for the day. There's a version of you that you haven't met yet. Someone wiser, stronger, more confident, and more fulfilled. And you meet that person not through sudden breakthroughs, but through daily, quiet commitment to growth. So commit today. Grow today. Because the best version of you is waiting. And it starts with who you choose to be right now. 9. aligning with your purpose. When the promise is clear, the price is easy. There is a reason you're here. A calling, a contribution, a unique combination of passion, skill, and life experience that no one else can bring to the world in quite the same way. That reason is your purpose. And while purpose might sound like a grand, far-off concept, Jim Rohn believed it was deeply practical, something to connect with daily, not someday. Your purpose gives your work meaning, your effort energy, and your challenges perspective. Without purpose, success feels empty. With it, even struggle feels sacred. Why purpose alignment matters daily. Living in alignment with your purpose means that your actions match your values. It means that your daily efforts are moving you in the direction of a life that feels deeply fulfilling, not just productive. Jim once said, "Learn to help people with more than just their jobs. Help them with their lives." This chapter isn't just about what you do, it's about why you do it. When you're aligned with your purpose, you don't just go through the motions, you move with meaning. And that meaning fuels your resilience, focus, and joy. How to align with your purpose daily. 1. Start with reflection. What truly matters to you? What energizes you? What breaks your heart? What impact do you want to leave behind? These questions are breadcrumbs to your purpose. Make time to revisit them often. 2. Ask yourself daily, is this aligned? Before saying yes to opportunities, commitments, or goals, ask, does this align with the life I'm trying to build? If not, pause. Not every good thing is meant for your path. 3. Define a personal mission statement. Create a simple sentence that captures your why. Example, to inspire others to grow through teaching, creativity, and love. Read it daily. Let it guide decisions and direction. 4. Connect purpose to your tasks. Even routine work becomes powerful when linked to purpose. If you're in sales, you're not just making calls, you're helping others solve problems. If you're parenting, you're not just changing diapers, you're shaping a future. Purpose is not found in the task, it's found in the intention behind the task. 5. Say no to what doesn't serve you. Protect your alignment by trimming distractions. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Every yes must serve a bigger why. Daily reflection questions. Did my actions today reflect the person I want to become? What drained me, and was it aligned with my purpose? What filled me with energy, and how can I do more of that? Small daily challenge. Each morning, write down one thing you'll do today that honors your purpose, even in a small way. At night, reflect, did I stay true to what matters most? A Rohn reminder. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Your purpose is not just a calling, it's a compass. It brings clarity in confusion. It keeps you grounded when life pulls at your time and attention. And it reminds you that your life is not random, it's a responsibility and a gift. Final thought for the day. You may not have every detail figured out. That's okay. But every day, you can take one step toward what feels real, right, and resonant. Because your purpose isn't something you find out there. It's something you live day by day. By being honest, brave, and aligned. 10. Practicing gratitude. Learn to be thankful for what you already have, while you pursue all that you want. Gratitude is not just a warm feeling. It's a mental discipline, a daily practice that transforms how you see, feel, and experience life. In a world obsessed with more money, more success, more speed, gratitude teaches us to pause, look around, and realize that we already have enough to be joyful, strong, and hopeful. Jim Rohn taught that gratitude is the key to perspective. Without it, success feels empty. With it, even struggle has meaning. Why gratitude matters daily. Practicing gratitude rewires your brain. It shifts focus from lack to abundance, complaint to appreciation, frustration to perspective. It makes the good things sweeter and the hard things more bearable. As Jim wisely said, the walls we build to keep out disappointment also keep out happiness. Gratitude helps us tear down those walls. Daily gratitude doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means acknowledging it and choosing to focus on what's good, useful, or redeemable in spite of what's hard. How to practice gratitude daily. 1. Start a gratitude journal. Each morning or evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Be specific. Instead of my job, write the call with a client who said I helped them today. Specificity deepens sincerity. 2. Say thank you more often and mean it. Look people in the eye and thank them, your spouse, a server, your team. Expressing gratitude strengthens relationships and boosts mood for both you and them. 3. Use gratitude reframes in difficult moments. Stuck in traffic? Grateful you have a car. Tough day at work? Grateful to have a job. Reframing is a powerful way to train your brain to spot opportunity, not just obstacles. 4. Celebrate small wins. You don't need a promotion or milestone to celebrate. Finish a task? Made someone smile? Kept your word? Pause, appreciate it, and acknowledge your growth. 5. Create gratitude rituals. Set daily gratitude reminders on your phone. Start meetings with a quick, "What's one thing going well?" question. Build it into your rhythm until it becomes a habit. Daily reflection questions. What was one moment today that made me smile? Who helped me, supported me, or lifted me today? What challenge taught me something valuable? Small daily challenge. Every day for 1 week, send one gratitude message, a voice note, email, text, or handwritten note to someone who impacted you positively. Watch how it lifts them and you. A Rohn reminder. Appreciation is a currency that can only be spent by giving it away. Gratitude multiplies when shared. It builds bridges, softens stress, and creates inner peace in a noisy world. Gratitude won't fix every problem, but it will change how you face every problem. It's not just a feeling, it's a foundation. Final thought for the day. You can pursue growth, excellence, and ambition without losing sight of all the blessings you already have. You don't have to choose between gratitude and goals. You build a beautiful life by balancing both. So pause, breathe, look around. Say thank you for the wins, the lessons, the breath in your lungs, the chance to try again. Because each day begins better and ends richer when it's wrapped in gratitude. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to improve a little more each day. So start today with your attitude, your discipline, your growth, your purpose. Because success is not something you chase, it's something you attract by becoming the kind of person who deserves it. And that, my friend, begins now. If you are motivated, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you at the top.